Hey guys, this is a general reading for the collective of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Ooh, I have been up against the nasty weather trying to get this reading out to you, so let's hope it cooperates going forward. This is not a date or time specific reading, so whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. You can also be here as a cross watcher for a Scorpio, and there may be some need to flip the energies around. Perfectly normal. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us here by subscribing. If you've been watching me for a while and just haven't clicked the button, subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing, and it helps me get the messages out to those who need them. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in first with Divine Abundance Oracle just to activate the reading. Let's see what comes through. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You get the card that the title card, Divine Abundance. You were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundant, not chase it. Just stunning. That's the name of the deck, Divine Abundance. I'd consider that a sign of good luck. You were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. Ooh, that's a nice phrase. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. Lovely. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pull the spread, give you my general impressions, and then we'll jump into the details with the clarifiers. Do keep in mind it's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may not resonate for everybody. Just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. If you do want a private reading, I offer them. There is a link in the description box. You have to scroll just a little bit, and it will take you to the booking page where you can read all about it and book as desired. Here we go. Oh. Overall energy for the reading is the Page of Cups. That comes in as some form of sincere communication, a message from the heart. Could even be an apology if one is warranted. I see there may be a need for that. Wow, we have a lot of page activity here. Oh my goodness. Okay. So what I'm looking at here is recent, past, present energy, and near future. What we've got here in the past, Wheel of Fortune, the Empress, and the Five of Wands. Almost some form of karmic conflict. Timing being off. Being open and receptive to the divine plan, but there's some kind of conflict here, and it feels like it was just poorly timed. Some kind of energy was poorly timed. Could have even been a message that was poorly timed and therefore might require an apology. Present energy, Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, right? There's this unhappiness, dissatisfaction, maybe even a little disillusionment here in the center of the spread. So you're kind of holding back, guarding your heart chakra there with the Four of Pentacles, just definitely guarded. And yet unsure, and you're really looking for some clarity here. The Page of Swords, our little spire detective of the tarot, kind of asks, what the heck is going on? Or what's the truth in this situation? And then going forward in the future, I love the Page of Wands and the Magician because it's about manifesting some optimism, maybe even a message coming in that is good news, that sort of lights you up a bit. And it could be that we have this Three of Swords coming in reversed. I'll know better with the clarifiers, but when I, on the overall, when I look, it seems like there may be some hurt feelings that will be resolved in the near future. Yeah. So let's jump in with the Page of Cups. Page of Wands again, the Fool. Yeah, this message that comes in, this sincere message, kind of kicks things up again. I feel it's positive. It sort of sets you free a little bit, takes you out of this very guarded energy, allows you to the freedom to move about the cabin because the reciprocity comes back into play. So that Six of Pentacles underneath the deck, for those of you who are new, at each little place I pull from the bottom of the deck, I use that as a way to tap into unconscious energy or to see what's playing out behind the scenes. So there needs to be more give and take, not just take. Because I feel like I'm looking at a divine feminine who's been given a lot and getting a little bit left, in return. So I feel that's about to change, and the message that comes in feels good, sincere, uplifting, positive, and comes in as some form of good news that allows you to take more risks in the situation. Wheel of Fortune and the Empress in the past. Ten of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like the timing was off. It's really hot here, by the way, and I feel like I'm shedding. Like in the animal kingdom. Animals lose weight and shed fur in the hot months. Well, I've got one part down. Okay, so what you're seeing here with this Ten of Wands, just something really heavy and burdensome. Here we are, we've got you in that sort of pre-Empress energy of the Nine of Pentacles, very independent, autonomous, that's great. But yeah, also feeling the timing's off for your happiness, right? And it sort of weighed on you a bit, being open and receptive, waiting for divine masculine energy to kind of kick into some measure of reciprocity. But I feel like it was definitely not happening. Let's look at the Empress with the Five of Wands. Or if it was happening, it was a struggle. Like a pulling of teeth kind of struggle. Yeah, and that's what turns you into this guarded Four of Pentacles, really anticipating some opportunity to clear the air of this conflict. But yeah, this is what happened. There was definitely something that weighed on you, negative karma in the mix here, not feeling that you were receiving as well as you had been giving, not a lot of generosity in the situation on the part of your person, or at least that's how it felt to you. And it looks to me like that's the point at which you may have shut down, or at least put some very firm boundaries in place. But with that Three of Wands, it kind of feels like there was some anticipation of an opportunity to clear the air of that conflict. So now we're in the present energy. Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Right? Page of Cups. Yeah, you got that center pentacle right over your heart chakra, unless or until you hear a message that tells you you don't have to be so guarded. And that message, you will know the instant you hear it if it rings true and sincere for you from your divine masculine. Wow, Scorpio, this reading already, it's like telling itself with each card pull a little bit of fear, a little bit of apprehension, insecurity. And I am not calling you insecure. I'm saying insecure about the situation, and this person's ability to take the action that's necessary. Whether it's just coming forward with some loving, caring message. This to me feels like all you need to hear is, I adore you. I care about you. Of course. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry I didn't communicate that. You know what I mean? It doesn't take a lot. This does not require skywriting. It requires a sincere message from the heart and your person being in tune with you enough to sense that. So that's where I'm seeing some potential insecurity about their ability to sense that you're feeling emotional distance, you're feeling rejection, you're feeling guarded now, for some kind of lack of reciprocity or generosity. Could just be even in terms of communication. So let's look at the Four of Cups and the Page of Swords, because we have The only page we're missing here is the Page of Pentacles. But it feels like there's a lot of page energy, and pages are messengers. So, and the Knight of Swords also speaks. That's part of their offer, is clarity and truth. Hanged Man, Magician, Four of Cups again. So, things look pretty stagnant right now, and you are trying to manifest this clarity. But we've got, the Four of Cups is sort of stagnant because there's this absence of an emotional exchange. It's like when you think about the Four of Cups, you can think of it in two ways. The first way is that someone is not engaging with you on an emotional level. And that could be through communication or the time spent together, or because of some form of separation even. The other way to look at the Four of Cups is losing interest, right? Because of the emotional distance. And so that's what I think you're curious about. You're trying to manifest that clarity because nothing's moving, nothing's changing, everything's just standing still. And I feel like you may be curious to know if this person has lost interest in you. So the fact that they come in with a, oh my God, no, of course not. I adore you, right? And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to have you feel that way. That's how simple it would be to get this back on track. That's just what I'm seeing in this particular storyline. So let's look forward to the near future. Page of Wands and the Magician, manifesting the optimism, the good news. Hierophant, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to pull the Magician with the Three of Swords just so I can confirm something for myself. Five of Cups, Five of Wands, Queen of Wands. One more on the Three of Swords, please. Knight of Cups. Wow. So there's a whole cast of characters showing up here. We have three queens. This Knight of Cups comes in to save the day. I feel like this is the offer of love that sort of heals the heart. So I do see the Three of Swords in reverse. Like the three swords just kind of drop right out. The offer of love comes in. And I do feel it's from this person. But what's happening here is the good news is that this person is absolute, like you're manifesting some integrity in the situation, some sense of them being on board in a committed way. The Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles sort of speak to commitment energies, and the Queen of Cups is empathy and compassion and having your heart open. Similar to the Empress, there's an openness with regard to allowing someone into your heart space, which is not there at present. At present, we have the Four of Pentacles from the past bleeding into the present, and so there's some shut down energy. What I feel comes in is a message that says, no, we are on the same page. I do want what you want. I am going to honor the commitments or the connection. There may be some regrets about the conflict that come in, some regrets expressed. We have the Queen of Wands underneath, so I sort of feel pretty confident that you, on some level, get your sense of empowerment back. Because whatever comes in is a message that expresses regret for this conflict, and it feels like the conflict maybe, I often see it as coming from an outside source, but it feels to me like it's a perception that there may be competition, right? Like, is there someone else this person is paying attention to, or there's someone else vying for their attention, is sort of how it's coming through. I am not seeing a cheating scenario, so that's not part of this storyline, but there could be some question, some curiosity, and even potentially a little suspicion around that. So be cautious with regard to suspicion. It's a low vibe, right? but I absolutely see the curiosity, like what's going on here. If this person isn't able to, be in a reciprocal arrangement with me and be as giving and loving as I am with them, or at least even follow through on communication or commitments made, right? Like, well, what are they doing? Okay, so I do feel the Five of Wands is just present as a clue that there may be a concern about some competition. But I see the regret coming in around that perceived misunderstanding. The air has not been cleared yet, but I think it gets cleared up pretty damn quick. So that's what I see coming through for the near future. But I am really curious about this Emperor. So that's what I want to take a look at in the extended before I tell you the astrology. Please know there is a link in the top sentence. If this reading speaks to you, resonates with you, we're going to now look at it from your person's point of view. How are they showing up in the reading? What's on their mind? How do they see this situation? How do they see you, think about you, or feel about you right now? And what are their intentions about this connection going forward, right? What are their intentions toward you? So that's what we'll be looking at. So here's the astrology. This just helps with some confirmation. If it doesn't resonate for your natal chart or your person's, doesn't mean it's not your reading. It's just a little extra added confirmation. We have the Page of Cups is out twice, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Page of Wands is out twice, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Our Fool here is the planet Uranus, which is associated with the sign of Aquarius. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius. Nine of Pentacles is Virgo. The Sun is the Sun, but it rules Leo. Empress is Venus, which rules Taurus and Libra. Knight of Swords is Gemini. We've got the Emperor is Aries. The Moon is Pisces. The Hanged Man is Neptune, which also rules Pisces. Magician is out twice. That's Mercury. Mercury is set to station retrograde. I think, in fact, tomorrow he hits that station and he stays there at today or tomorrow. He reaches 21 degrees of Virgo and he stays there. And then on the 23rd, he begins his retrograde. So Virgo and Gemini in that card. Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Hierophant is Taurus. Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. Look at all this. This is a lot of astrology. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. Queen of Wands is more Aries. And we close out with the lovely Knight of Cups, which is Pisces. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Powerful reading. From start to finish. I look forward to seeing what's up with this Emperor. I'm headed there now. I'll see you there in a second.